Candidates turned comedians last night at the Republican debate. No shortage of one-liners. Take a look at a few of those humorous moments.
Well, I'm very happy to get a question this early on. I was going to ask you to wake me up when the time came.
On Tuesday night, I watched Story Time with Barack Obama, and I got to tell you, it sounded like everything in the world was going amazing, you know?
And I'll tell you what, Donald, you very kindly just a moment ago offered me the VP slot. I'll tell you what, if this all works out, I'm happy to consider naming you as VP, and so if you happen to be right, you could get the top job at the end of the day.
No, I think if it doesn't... I like that. I like it. I'd consider it, but I think I'll go back to building buildings if it doesn't work out.
Actually, I'd love to get you to build a wall.
I have a feeling it's going to work out, actually.
Neil, I can tell you this.
Let me Neil, because I was invoked in that question, so let me just say in that answer. Let me say the real question here. I hate to interrupt this episode of Court TV, but the real. I think we have to get back to what this election has to be about, okay? Listen, this is the greatest country in the history of mankind.
And he said, look, I'm from New York. That's what we believe in New York. Those aren't Iowa values, but this is what we believe in New York. And so that was his explanation. And I guess I can frame it another way. Not a lot of conservatives come out of Manhattan. I'm just saying.
But that fellow next to you, Donald Trump, and others, has said that being born in Canada means you are not natural born, and that has raised questions about your eligibility. Do you want to try to close this topic once and for all tonight?
Well, Neil, I'm glad we are focusing on the important topics of the evening. You know, back in September, my friend Donald said that he had had his lawyers look at this from every which way. And there was no issue there. There was nothing to this birther issue. Now, since September, the Constitution hasn't changed. But the poll numbers have.
All righty, a little Republican repartee. Now it's time for the way you see it. Your comments via social media. First up, it's Linda writing in about the nuclear deal with Iran. She writes, how can the treaty with Iran be valid? Nothing's been signed. Stop it before it's too late. Or stop the president before it's too late. I guess that's the acronym. Our commander-in-chief is putting us at risk. God help us. And then Paul about last night's debate. He writes me, JD, living next door in Louisiana and knowing many Longhorns, I strongly suspect that due to his newly publicized Goldman Sachs connections, Senor Cruz is now toast in Texas. Not so fast, Paul. He gave a pretty reasonable explanation of that. Now, a couple of programming notes for you. Newsmax TV with a special presentation next Monday morning from 10:30 till noon Eastern Time. The event, a convocation at Liberty University. Donald Trump will be the special guest. John Bachman will join me here on the anchor desk. We'll have that live coverage for you Monday morning. One other note, we want you to get in. Tell us who won last night's debate. Go to newsmaxpolls.com. That'll do it. Stay brave, stay free, stay tuned.